Thank you for
Nothing is Gucci,
offering to pay
KJ.
the note.
Nothing.
Where are you at, Haze?
Of course.
I'm on the.
I mean, you know it comes with
office
some
and up
risk
the
as well,
stairs.
right?
Yeah.
Cops look into me
What?
every day, so.
Yes.
Your office. At
My
Uwe
office?
Cafe.
Okay, Uwe Cafe
Yeah, up
office.
the
Okay,
stairs.
yeah, we come down there. We come down there. He's
Why?
upstairs
Why?
at the. Have you seen my office? Hey,
No.
look at this. Bob made it for me. Look at this.
Oh, nice.
This is the best office in the city. Look here. Look here. I have my own sign, my own door. I do thug therapy down here.
I'll call Nick later. We've never had a meeting with just the four of us. That's why I didn't want Nick there, you know? So let's fucking have it for the first time ever. How are you?
I'm doing great.
The proposal needs to be fucking sent for Oasis gas station. What the fuck are we calling the gas station?
Pump station.
Huh?
It's pump.
Should we call it like an OC?
Pump station is just like gas station. That's not unique.
Well, I thought it was unique.
Oh my god. Actually, can get
Okay,
a
what do
better
you want to
fucking
call
name.
it? Bring up a
Oh,
suggestion
whoa.
then. Oh whoa, oh whoa. She said, Benji.
Exactly. Well, I don't care what the name is as long as it gets to, as long as Oasis gets to fucking bounce on this shit, boys. That's what we need to get fucking done right now.
Yum.
So the thing about the proposal, right? I'm not joking when I say we just have to include that Code Miko will be opening the gas station at a certain time, and then we'll send that in. But we have to make it clear that only if we get accepted does she show up. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You're telling me you're flying in Komiko.
Ash is flying in Code Miko.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I got the info about Code Miko being needed. She fucking pulled it through. So that's what we gotta do.
Interesting.
And I'm telling you right now, we might even get paid for this.
Hell yeah.
The gas station owner will give us money to buy his gas station, as long as Code Miko is there. So Ash, what I'm saying right now is
Alex is giving us money to buy the fucking gas station.
no Senran.
Sen. What is it?
Senran.
What the fuck?
Sen is the bigger brother.
You see the bigger? Oh shit.
Yeah, Senran is the bigger brother. You gotta listen to Senran. So
Yeah, I think
Well,
we should
what
have a
Alex is
good
the more
name though
vocal
for it
one.
either way.
yeah, and not only that, right? Like in the proposal, like we need to send it fucking ASAP because they think Nick thought we were joking for a second. They need to be warned so they can prepare. You know what I mean?
Okay, I'll add in the paragraph about Miko flying in to open and work
Yeah.
at the petrol station
And then maybe put in a little thing where, okay, how long can Code Miko be around? You know?
I don't know. It's kind of tentative, so because like
Okay.
she's very
okay.
busy.
Well, let's just say we get accepted and Friday is the opening, right?
Yep.
What we can do is we get it going so that, you know, maybe Ron Corp, maybe Senran gives a personal tour to Code Miko for all the oil rigs and stuff.
Yep.
Who knows what he wants to do? You know, just we gotta sell it a little bit.
Personal party
But after
up
that,
at
I
the,
think it's Gucci.
up at the penthouse, you know, with the
Oh,
with the
no,
Wright brothers.
we'll get Nick's boat so we can see the petrol station from the boat.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. They'll plan for that, but we just need to make it clear, you know, what time she's going to be around. If she's actually going to be around, we just gotta confirm that stuff, and that's more on Ash. But I think everybody here, we're on the same page. We just want this fucking gas station, correct?
Yo.
But other than that, right? Are there any other businesses that we're worried about, or what?
What's with Tony?
So, Fat Tony,
Radio.
did you talk to him already, or what's up?
I mean, he's basically only waiting for the hookup, and I need.
Okay.
There is no hookup yet, right?
There is a
The-
hookup,
the-
right? Nick is
well,
CSAT now. That's 100% a
Well,
hookup.
I mean, yes, we've got the connection, but the infrastructure for the radio is not built yet.
We need Fat Tony to be under Oasis, no matter what. And what else is going with, you know, the radio to get on the radio? That's nothing we can handle. You know, we need the contract
Okay,
signed
let me
with
call
the
Nick.
process.
Let me call Nick right now, and I'm gonna ask him what he can do because this guy wants to see Nick's name on the thing, right?
Yum.
in the contract that we signed, just to say that we're going to be dealing with Nicholas.
He wants the
Simone, right?
confirmation, you know, that his shit will
Yeah,
get on
yeah,
the
yeah.
radio when the radio is ready to go.
Wait, didn't you already tell him that though, Benji?
Yeah, no, that is, but I never confirmed with Nick in terms of putting down his name. You know what I mean?
He wants a confirmation, like.
I
Motherfucker
did though
sleep already?
with
Jesus
Nick.
fucking Christ.
I spoke to him about it.
Yeah,
and he
but
said that he
Fat
put
Tony
his
wants
name in.
something.
No.
No,
He wants it on paper. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, he wants like written.
Yeah,
guarantees.
like
Fat Tony will be going to you, Ash, and say, I can do a radio commercial for you, and here's my guarantee that this will be aired on the radio. You see what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
That's what Fat Tony
I see.
wants. And how much is Fat
I mean,
Tony giving us
it
of
needs
his
to be-
company?
But it needs to say, if we're giving him written writing confirming that he can be on the radio, it needs to have a stipulation in there that if it's up to standard,
Yeah.
you know, because we can't just promise him he can have whatever on there. It still has to be approved.
Yeah, but
okay.
at the same time,
From what Nick was saying, it's gonna be quite strict.
yeah. That's why he.
And we can always put in a clause in the contract that if he ever leaves Oasis, that he doesn't get that connection anymore. You know?
That's why we need to sign a contract with Oasis so we get his fucking business in Oasis before we do anything.
So it's Oasis with the right to the radio that we are lending to Fatoni, not that Fatoni gets the right to the
True.
radio. We get the right to the radio. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but then he's not. He probably only wants to give 49% at maximum of the equity of the company. So
Okay.
then we're better off giving him exclusive rights to our exclusive rights so he can use the radio stations. And we're basically want 50% of the profits out of it. So we don't need equity. Well, we're basically his lifeline that he's actually able to do the business.
So wouldn't that mean that we need to set? Doesn't that mean that Oasis has to sign a separate contract with Nick?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so what we can do right now is that we can talk to Nick. We'll tell Nick that we need to get a written agreement where any radio subsidiary business under Oasis can, you know, deal with him, which he's already agreed verbally, but we just need to put it in writing. And then we show that to Fat Tony, and then he can sign with us. And if there ever comes a time where Fat Tony fucks off, we still have those rights, and then we can always get another radio company to work with us, right?
Yeah. If
Yeah.
if Fatoni fucks off, then I don't want him to take what we're giving him with him.
No, but Fat
Exactly,
Tony can't
yeah,
just
perfect.
fuck off either. If he gives away 49%, we still have 49% in his company that he's fucking off with.
Yeah, but he can always, you know, we
Yo.
can just set the stipulation
And
there.
the question is, do we really want his company if we have the exclusive to the radio?
Why not?
I mean,
It's not going to
The-
be
that-
exclusive though. The other
Yeah,
the other record
uh,
labels will also have.
yeah, everybody gets a chance to do this, but we are giving him a
Okay.
path, right? And there's so many emerging artists in the city and different companies that we can always get somebody else to do it too. This is just us ensuring that we have the business. I like the contract that we have to do with Nick. Then we'll do one with Fat Tony as well. Yeah. But we just, I think that's something that you would have to take care of, Haze, like in terms of the planning and, you know, what happens in the separation and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's not the issue. The issue is, are we taking 49% of Tony's company, or are we taking X amount of the profits? That's going.
I am more concerned with the profits. What do you think? How do you guys view it?
It would help if we have somebody that is overlooking his numbers.
Yeah.
So the thing is, profits is kind of in quotation marks, because if I'm just paying myself as for Tony a salary that is higher than usual, then I have less profits. Pretty simple. We would need to know how much he's making for each radio AdWord or ad spot or whatever commercial, and we get a
Kibo was Gucci, man.
percentage
Hey, first of all, I want to
that
say
when
this
it's
though.
actually flowing back
Ramen
into the
noodle
company,
soup.
you know,
Fine.
The
Thank you
revenue
so much for
minus
12 months
the
resub.
artist
Appreciate
and, you know, whatever
Food
music
Dread,
they're paying for.
thank you so much
And
for
if he's
16
making 50
months.
grand
KJ
each
time, thank
commercial,
you so much.
25K
And
goes
Hira,
to Oasis.
thank you so much for
And
the
if
tier,
he's
the tier 2.
leasing
Holy
out
shit,
the
for 11
radio
months.
time
Thank
for
you so much. I
another
hope you guys are
50K
still
a
in the
month,
chat. Thank you for the
we're also
resub.
getting
Really appreciate
25K.
it.
And he can do with the rest of the money whatever he wants to.
Yum.
Okay,
Probably better off doing that.
Okay, the thing is, when it comes to Fat Tony, Haze, I trust you completely with that, because I know that you will go for our best interest as a group, right? So I'll just make a call to Nick, or Ash can make the call as well. Anybody here actually, because you know he's gonna be easily accessible now, and then we just try to get that in writing. We see if he agrees with it, then we'll tell you. Then you can come up with the paperwork for Oasis X Nick, and then after that, you can just present your proposal to Fat Tony, right?
I mean,
I
I'm
think
gonna
it,
tell him. Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry? I think it might even, maybe it would be like advantageous of us to have the contract ready to present to Nick. I don't know if maybe, is that too forward of us? So that you can say, hey Nick, you know, we want to work with you. Because I've already spoken to him and it's definitely not ready yet. And I don't want to push it too hard because, you know, he's working on it as fast as he can, sort of deal. And I got the impression that he didn't want to be too bothered about it, you know. So maybe it would be good if we went. This is what, you know, we're offering. This is what we'd like, rather than sort of umming and ahhing and having the same conversation.
Towards who?
With Nick.
Okay, I think the conversation with him is easy though, right?
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, I think that's a simple conversation. We're just trying to open a path of business here that's guaranteed that we'll be entertained. Nothing else.
Yeah, from Fat Tony's view, like I've been talking a little bit with him. He has, I think he has like 4 or 5 ready. Basically, he does everything from scratch.
Yeah.
Everything is like, you know, the DMCA shit, and everything is Gucci. The only thing Fat Tony needs, and what he told me, when he's going up to businesses and he's like providing his service, his issue is that how would we know if we spend $100,000 on you and your advertisement for the radio? What is your guarantee that your advertising getting on the radio? They want that, you know, as a deal with Fat Tony when he's trying to sell his shit.
Yeah, the thing about Fat Tony right now is that he just simply cannot get a hold of Nick. And when he gets a hold of Nick, I think he gets ignored, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he just want that guarantee that he's able to get his shit on the radio, like you guys said, you know.
I'm gonna leave my head for a second.
Nick, he needs he needs everything that's going on the radio to be clean, and Fat Tony's doing all of that, but he's not like trying to push Nick. He needs something in writing, like, okay, my shit will get on the radio per se, you know, like he has something he can show to the businesses so he can make his own money and make his advertisements. That's what Fat Tony needs.
From what I understood from my conversation with Nick was that the record labels already are all kind of like, I don't know the right word here, they're already on the list to be part of it, and I don't think that he was planning to take individuals.
Right, so then again,
that makes sense.
Are we like missing out on Fat Tony then? He needs to go to a record label.
So Fat Tony on his own, without a record label and all that, I think would not, you know, everyone's obviously got a chance, but some better than others, right?
Yeah.
So Nick said to me if he wants to be part of it, like under us, then he can. He's more than welcome to. But I do think it should be us that are getting the rights to.
Yeah. No, I think so as well.
Rather than us getting it for Tony.
No, 100%. But if we are getting the ability from Nick, like he says to us, you know, okay, you guys have the right to choose a company who can, you know, make this advertisement stuff and get on the radio.
You're fine.
But then we need to basically give that as well to Fat Tony, that he sees that, you know, so it's easier for him to get his clients, because Fat Tony's been working for this shit now for like 6-7 months, and the other companies are just coming up because they heard about it, you know, they're just starting. So he's afraid that the train is going before he's able to get his advertisement out.
I will need details what Nick is willing to provide and what we can use for Fatoni. And I know the side of Fatoni, how much he's charging, how much he needs to pay for the artist, and so on. Basically, I provide him with the info what Nick is willing to give, and I tell him flat out he can keep the company. He's going to be in full control. We're going to provide the hookup with the radio, but we want X amount of the revenue stream
Yum.
because we don't really need Fatoni's business. Because if, let's say, Fatoni isn't around anymore, the business is probably useless, and we can always pick up the artists that are in there, or get like what's Sana's company called? AJ.
Starlight.
Yeah, maybe Starlight wants to do something like that.
Yeah,
So we can just use the hookup from Nick for them.
yeah. Like if we own it, then we can, or if we own like a right to it, then
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
we
got.
can.
we're not giving the Nick connection cannot leave Oasis. Pretty simple.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. No, I 100% agree on that. And with the
And
Starlight,
if
I have like 50% in Starlight, and that we can put under Oasis as well.
Well, just keep
Okay.
in mind that for the slot, it has to be rented. So like, Nick just doesn't just give us radio airtime for free. It'll
yes.
be a fee paid, so it's whatever that is obviously gonna be deducted too.
So the contract for Fatoni is basically you're paying 100,000 for the commercial. You're quote unquote owning that commercial, but it needs to be used through Fatoni's business, and you're paying for the advertisement slot, the radio slot,
Yeah.
whatever it's called, the airtime. And we're getting basically once money when the spot is made, and a monthly every time it's on the air.
Okay. Yeah, I'm fine with that. As long as Fatone is fine with that, like, or I don't give a fuck if he's fine with that. That's the deal he's getting.
Yes. And that's why I'm saying instead of taking 49% of a company that is worthless without us,
Yeah.
we tell him, hey, listen, we want you to be in full control because this is your baby. You should make it big and keep it. We're just going to take revenue,
Yeah.
which is basically the same thing because we would just get dividends instead of part of the revenue. But the fact is, he's fucked without us.
Oh yeah. No, I like that. I like that. Then again, he can go to another company if he wants to.
Yes, but we can also find other artists. That's not the issue.
Okay.
Yeah,
If
I
you
know
think
of other
that's a
people
good.
trying to get into the same thing.
Yeah, if you think that's a smart thing, then we do that. Because I know Fatoni has like 4 or 5 advertisements ready right now. I've been listening to. They are fucking good.
So, okay, I got something to talk about when it comes to the radio stuff. So Nick told me that he's got no problem giving us at least like a letter of intent to do business with us when it comes to the radio stations. But apparently, the way it's all going to set up, I don't think it's either he comes up with a layer, and I told him that Oasis could be a business that handles that stuff for him too, right? I think that would be a cool thing where we are the ones organizing, the different slots that get advertised and what people are able to buy. But at the same time, Nick is too much of a fair man, you see, and he kind of wants to. He even spitballed an idea that anybody would be able to bid or do a silent auction when it comes to a radio slot. So that's something to think about as well, because does Fat Tony even need us, or do we even need Fat Tony, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I think that's going to be a thing. I mean, but we can act as a business that wants to fucking dominate, and that would be getting the letter of intent and using that as a leverage to buy out a business, right? So that depends. How do you guys see it, Ash, KJ?
Yeah, I think that that's fine. I made mention before, like so it's gonna cost money to obviously rent the slots for the radio. My concern is that we don't know how much that'll cost, and we won't know for a long time. And I believe that Fatoni has already set pricing with some people. So I think that we might need to talk with him about not setting pricing with people and not accepting any sort of money from them until, because like say he's charging them, I know he was bouncing between 25 to 50k like for different businesses. Like say the ad slot is 75k.
Yeah, Nick just said it's going to be fucking expensive.
Yeah,
So I think
it
Fatone
worries
is fucking
me.
himself. We might not even want to be part of that business.
Yeah, I don't know if he's actually accepted money from people, but I know he's definitely been working on pricing. So,
I'm pretty
I
sure
just...
Mary paid him.
Wait, she paid him already?
I could check the bank records.
Because, yeah, he shouldn't be accepting any money until... I mean, obviously we know that he'll be able to do that through us, right? But he... Oh god, okay. Well, that's a bit of a worry.
Is there anything else that we've been waiting for when it comes to Oasis stuff? Because I know we rarely get to talk.
The thing is, the farmers market kind of changed apparently, and that's what Sasa said. They're gonna need ingredients like the restaurants. That's what she has been told.
You know, this is the sad thing, right? This is the sad thing, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys, right? I feel like an investment company that doesn't have the pull power of Cerberus is just impossible, bro. Because the direction of the city, when it comes to, like, say, for example, farmers market businesses, they're making it easily accessible to the owners straight away, right? So where they can just open a fucking house and then they fucking a shop front and they sell whatever they want to sell. So the only thing that we can actually be useful for is government related purchases, bro, such as that fucking Ron Corp station. You know what I mean? That's the kind of thing that we need to be thinking about. And the stuff like what I'm going to be doing with Sea Cycle with Marlo, that's something where I can eventually bring in you guys too. You know what I'm saying? And see what we can take care of in that sense. A company that's related to a government fucking entity, right? Yep. Like the only other way is if somebody is so poor and they want to set up a business and they can't, we pay for the shop front.
Yeah.
And then we always get profits for the rest of their fucking lives, right? There's nothing else that's worth it. And that's crazy. You know what I mean? There's no point in trying to, like, establishing the connection is one thing, but as you can see, just talking to the owner of the radio stuff, he's making it publicly accessible. You know what I mean? Like, there's no need for us technically.
I wouldn't say that. So it depends on what you do.
No, I'm telling you, there's no need unless we are setting up connections for people.
Yeah, I think
and they bypass us, man.
We're better off having our own business ventures underneath Oasis, like the gas station.
Yeah,
exactly.
Than, investing in other people right now. The thing is, if we had the possibility to get, a server center and provide offices to people, then that would be something where we could help the smaller businesses. But of course, that's not going to happen. And something similar is hard to find.
We would like to open up our own businesses, and that's good to put it under the flag of Oasis. And if Oasis becomes a big name, people will come to Oasis instead of we needing to go out, if that makes sense.
Yes, that's probably the better
approach. So I think we need to start in the small with our own shit, like I doing my thing, you guys doing your thing, and whatever we can put under the umbrella of Oasis is Gucci. And the more shit you have, the more you will get known, and the more people won't be like, oh man, putting my business under the umbrella of Oasis gives me something in return, like some eyes, some whatever.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you guys. The reason we're doing Oasis is not because of anything else, but like, for example, for me, I just find it fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
It's something I just feel like doing. I feel like it's fun. I like you guys and it's just fun. That's it. But essentially, we don't really need it, right? If we wanted to push, but this is just collectively. I like the people that I'm dealing with. There's people that are good at what they're doing, We have people like Haze. We have people like Ash that know how to handle certain things better than most of the city. So whenever something comes up, I can just utilize what we have in Oasis, and then we just push it. And I think the important thing that's going to be is going to be that gas station right behind us.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
And if we can push that, I think people will see that we can push for a lot of things. And C cycle, if I can push it too, then I'll make sure that Oasis gets a little cut too in terms of what we're doing, right?
That will be great though, because if you get a name with Oasis, you will have people come to you instead of you need to go to people. Like, for example, what Cerberus are doing. They started off like putting their own businesses together as Cerberus.
You know, like in my mind right now, you know what would be a business for us, like easily?
What?
Like, for example, Marlo and Mr. K, they got too many lockers already, and they have some logistical problems, right? Like, that's something where Oasis can approach the government and talk to them and be like, listen, we need more storages for the people of the city, and we can handle that side of business for you, especially during AU, right?
Yeah.
That's the kind of fucking mindset we need to have now, guys.
No, I 100%
I know
agree with you.
that our potential acquisition of the gas station behind us is kind of fucking insane, but I think it goes with the city as well, because the owners of these massive businesses are insane.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It did not, like, I never said anything about Code Miko, man. You know what I mean? This is literally the motherfuckers that own the gas station. You know what?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? These guys work closely with the government, and they're the ones saying this shit. So I think that's the kind of thing that we gotta fucking leverage if we can. What else can I say?
But yeah, we need to leverage whatever we can leverage, you know, to survive. It's a fucking jungle out here.
Yeah. I also try to network a little bit better, so I did the contracts for Ron Oil, so I do know the Ron brothers, and I started working with Marlo, even though, well, we never really worked together before, but at least people know the quality of work that we can bring, so that's another plus.
Yeah.
Even if
Okay,
it's
that's
just
good then.
paperwork.
I think let's just all chill. Let's focus on this Ron Corp business first. If you can buy this gas station, that's gonna be fucking big, boys. I'm telling you. That's big for everybody. 100%. This will be the fucking pop-off station of the whole goddamn city, at least when we're
it's
awake.
big for Oasis, but it's big for the seaside as well, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Seaside and the fucking whole AU, bro. I'm not even kidding.
You know.
What?
On the Oasis, you know, the application, Sherry is under the board. Should I take that off?
Oh,
I
yeah,
mean, is
give
it
me-
a...
Give me
Is she
bank
part of the
account
board or not?
access, by the way, to the Oasis bank account.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and Sherry
I
is
thought-
there. Should
does
we?
everyone? Let me give everyone bank access.
Yeah,
I
but
thought you
should
guys had it.
we remove Sherry from that, or are Sherry on board on this shit?
I mean, we can for now. There's no need.
Yeah.
And we can, if we choose to in the future, can always add her back later.
Yeah, and then we have the business we got, you know, with the material stuff, the C Cycle Incorporated.
Yeah.
Should that be under Oasis?
Honestly, like, I kind of think so.
Yeah. Are you planning to do anything with that, Benji, with your water stuff?
Well, that's what Benji's. Talk about that more with Benji.
Yeah, I will talk more with that with Benji, and if yeah, whatever happens, you know, then we put it under Oasis. But I have shares in the Starlight with her, but I haven't been able to sit down, you know, to put the papers up with Sana. I have like 49% shares or whatever. I don't know. She wanted to give me like 50, so I don't know. It's her business, but she wants me to have me there. I think that's like, instead of me getting the shares, you know, I want the Oasis to get the shares.
I just got a text actually from Han,
Right?
saying that Sana's having trouble getting into the city now, and so she's not gonna be around anymore. She said
16,
he said
63,
that
72,
she'll be leaving town in
27,
a few days.
72.
Been having
What a
trouble getting
name.
into the city. She's having a goodbye concert in 2 days.
Hey. What happened?
I'm not sure. I actually
I'm surprised. No, that's the weird thing. When you've been around in Los Angeles for like 2 or 3 years, you see people come, they rise to the stars, they vanish to the sea.